Hey folks, welcome to Fiddlehead Fiddle Lessons. Today I'm going to show you some tips on how to transition from bowing to plucking. Okay, and this might be useful for practice or for performance. So first off, I'll just say that plucking with the right hand is a great way to work out difficult things. If you have a difficult left hand fingering part, like that's apart from kerfunk and jig, you could use plucking to kind of figure out things. Basic plucking method is to take the right thumb, place it on the fingerboard, and just start plucking. You can always also use plucking to help you figure out difficult rhythms, like sometimes plucking it just makes you hear the rhythm a little better. It might be a little bit more challenging at times too. So this lesson is specifically about going from bowing to plucking and back and forth. So there's a few suggestions I have for you. The first is, let's say you're going to be plucking for a longer period of time. You could do something that I'm just calling roll, tuck, and pluck, which is you take your standard hold, okay, and you roll the bow into your hand, and then you place your thumb on the fingerboard and pluck. When you're done, roll it back. So this is a classic example of how you can practice without playing. Just practice this simple motion. And then you could, here's a way to use plucking and integrate it into your practice. So say you have that part from kerfunk and jig. Roll, tuck, place the thumb and pluck. So there's that tip. The next tip I'm going to give you is you can pluck without changing your bow position. You can just basically release the index finger slightly, so there's no support now. So I tend to use this plucking method when just doing little brief plucking things, like I just want to check a few notes. Okay. It's up to you how you use it, but I just want you to know of sort of a few of the plucking techniques at your disposal. The last one I'll tell you about is kind of a way, if you're doing chords, to check the chord. So this involves plucking with your left hand pinky. The easiest way to get involved with it is to just do this. Go on to doing it with some chords in a sec, but I just wanted to say that if you are learning fourth finger, it's hard, right? So a great tip is to just practice plucking with your left finger. So this is like a bonus added on to this lesson. You didn't think you were going to learn about how to use the fourth finger, the pinky, and then you can challenge yourself with more intricate rhythms like paradiddle. Right? Then you could also do certain chords by plucking with your left finger. So a lot of these chords I teach on Fiddlehead, but you can also find any of them. If you just look up mandolin chords, make that shape. So I just made a C shape, which is D1 and A low 2. I'm not going to talk about the theory behind how to make chords. I talk about that elsewhere. And you just pluck it. And then you move that same shape to make G, and you pluck that. So so say you're playing a tune, maybe you want to just check the chord for it. This is groundhog. It's kind of a nice little check-in. I hear this in Indian music a lot. The Indian violinists and other instrumentalists, they kind of check their chords. Okay, so just a few plucking tips, and the takeaway is plucking is a good thing. It'll really help your practice, not only for working things out and working out the technique and rhythms, but it'll also get you to hear music in a different way, make it more interesting, okay? So thanks for watching. See ya.
Go to fiddlehead.com for a progressive, step-by-step course outline, color-coded tabs, play-along tracks, sheet music, and much more. Thanks for watching the video Plucking. Excellent! And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.